Kai loved the sea. He loved the salty air, the feel of the wind in his hair, and the endless horizon that beckoned him to explore. From a young age, he dreamed of adventure, of discovering new lands and experiencing the world's wonders. But more than anything, Kai yearned for a love as deep and vast as the ocean itself, a love that would anchor his soul and make his heart truly sing. He spent his days sailing the azure waters, his small vessel dancing on the waves. He would often gaze at the night sky, mesmerized by the twinkling stars that seemed to whisper tales of distant worlds. He felt a strange connection to the cosmos, a longing he couldn't quite explain. One day, as Kai sailed further from shore than he ever had before, a storm gathered on the horizon. The sky turned a menacing grey, and the wind howled like a banshee. Waves crashed over the bow of his ship, threatening to swallow him whole. Kai fought bravely against the tempest, his heart pounding with a mixture of fear and exhilaration. He knew his little boat wouldn't survive the fury of the storm for long. Just when he felt all hope slipping away, a wave, larger than any he had ever seen, crashed down upon his ship, shattering the mast and tossing him into the churning sea. The icy water closed over Kai's head and he struggled to stay afloat. He gasped for air as waves crashed over him, pulling him further and further from his sinking ship. Fear gripped his heart as he realized the futility of his situation. He was alone, lost in the vastness of the raging ocean. Just when his strength began to fail, he saw a faint light in the distance. With the last vestiges of his will, he swam towards it, praying it was not a figment of his imagination. As he drew closer, he saw that the light emanated from a small, secluded cove, sheltered from the storm's fury. With a surge of adrenaline, Kai dragged himself onto the sandy shore, his body battered and weary. He collapsed on the beach, his vision blurring, the sound of the storm fading into a dull roar. As darkness closed in, he vaguely registered a figure approaching him. A soft, melodic voice like the whisper of the wind reached his ears. Then, everything went black. He drifted into unconsciousness, the warmth of the sand beneath him, and the soothing voice his only comfort in the face of the raging storm. When Kai awoke, the storm had passed, leaving behind a sky awash in the soft hues of dawn. He lay in a small, cozy hut, the scent of herbs and salt water filling the air. He tried to sit up, a groan escaping his lips as pain shot through his body. "Easy there," a voice said gently. "You've been through quite an ordeal." Kai turned his head and saw her. The woman who had saved him, she was even more beautiful than he remembered. Her long silver hair cascaded down her back like a waterfall of moonlight. Her eyes, the color of the deep ocean, held a wisdom that belied her youthful appearance. "Who are you?" Kai asked, his voice hoarse. "My name is Leora," she replied, a soft smile gracing her lips. "I found you on the beach during the storm. You were badly injured. You saved my life," Kai said, his voice filled with gratitude. "How can I ever repay you?" "Your gratitude is all the repayment I need," Leora said. "Rest now and regain your strength. We have much to talk about." As Kai drifted back to sleep, he couldn't shake the feeling that there was something extraordinary about Leora. Her touch had been warm and soothing, and her presence seemed to radiate a strange energy that both calmed and intrigued him. He had a feeling that his life had just taken a very interesting turn. Days turned into weeks as Kai recuperated in Leora's care. He learned that she lived a solitary life in her secluded cove, far from the nearest village. She was a skilled healer, using her knowledge of herbs and ancient remedies to mend his wounds. But Kai sensed that there was more to her abilities than met the eye. Her touch seemed to carry a strange energy, a warmth that spread through his body, easing his pain and soothing his soul. As they spent time together, sharing stories and laughter, Kai found himself falling deeply in love with Leora. Her kindness, her gentle spirit, and her undeniable air of mystery captivated his heart. He had never met anyone like her before. For the first time in his life, he felt truly understood, truly seen. Leora, too, found herself drawn to Kai's adventurous spirit, his kind heart, and his infectious zest for life. He was a breath of fresh air in her secluded world, a reminder of the beauty and wonder that lay beyond her hidden cove. She shared his love for the sea, for the stars, and for the mysteries of the universe. They would spend hours walking along the shore hand in hand, watching the sun rise and set over the endless horizon. They would share secrets whispered on the wind, their hearts beating in unison with the rhythm of the waves. Their love blossomed under the watchful gaze of the stars, a love as deep and boundless as the ocean itself. But their happiness was not to last, for Leora harbored a secret, a truth that threatened to tear them apart.